The history of Dubai dates back to ancient times, with human settlement in the region stretching across millennia. Archaeological evidence reveals that the area now known as Dubai was a key trading hub between ancient civilizations like Mesopotamia and the Indus Valley. Sites such as Al-Ashush, Al-Sufu, and Saruk al-Hadid show settlement from as early as the Ubaid period through to the Iron Age. Known to the Sumerians as Magan, Dubai was an important source of copper and bronze. Islam arrived in the region in the 7th century, with remnants of the Umayyad period found during excavations in areas like Al-Jumayrah. Dubai's modern history began in the 18th century when it was established as a small fishing village. By 1822, it had grown to around 1,000 people, mainly from the Bani Yas tribe. A tribal dispute in 1833 led to a split with Abu Dhabi, allowing the Albu Falasa tribe to settle in Dubai under the leadership of Maktoum bin Buti, the founder of the Al Maktoum dynasty. Dubai's relationship with the British began in 1820 with the signing of the General Maritime Treaty, and by 1892, Dubai had entered an agreement with the British for protection in exchange for exclusive trading rights. Dubai thrived as a trading hub in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Policies such as making the port a free zone with no taxes attracted merchants from Iran and across the Gulf. By the early 1900s, Dubai had become a significant center for trade in the region, particularly for pearls. However, disasters like the 1908 storm and the collapse of the pearling industry during the Great Depression led to economic hardship, worsened by competition from Japan's cultured pearls. The discovery of oil in the mid-20th century marked a turning point for Dubai. Though oil reserves were smaller than those in neighboring Abu Dhabi, the revenue helped fuel infrastructure development. Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum, who ruled from 1958, used these funds to build ports, an airport, and other essential infrastructure, ensuring the city's growth into a global trading hub. His policies aimed to diversify the economy to prepare for a post-oil future, focusing on trade, transportation, and tourism. In 1966, oil was discovered in Dubai, leading to a population boom and rapid modernization. Oil production started in 1969, and by the early 1970s, Dubai's infrastructure had expanded with the creation of Port Rashid, a deep-water port that helped solidify the city's status as a key player in international trade. This period also saw the construction of roads, bridges, and public services, marking the start of Dubai's transformation into a modern metropolis. The oil era in Dubai was accompanied by a boom in the city's population, which grew over 300% between 1968 and 1975. Despite its limited oil reserves, Dubai's rulers focused on long-term economic planning. The development of the Jebel Ali port and other major projects was aimed at reducing dependence on oil by encouraging trade and tourism. By the 1990s, oil contributed less than a quarter of the city's GDP, and this share continued to decline over the following decades. Throughout the 20th century, Dubai became a major hub for the gold trade, with merchants importing gold from London and re-exporting it to India, where gold imports were banned. The trade was often labeled as smuggling, though Dubai's merchants viewed it as legitimate. This trade brought significant wealth to the city and was one of the main contributors to Dubai's early economic success. Dubai's transformation accelerated in the late 20th century, with significant investment in infrastructure. The construction of airports, shopping malls, and luxury hotels made Dubai an attractive destination for businesses and tourists alike. In 1985, the launch of Emirates Airline was a major milestone, connecting Dubai to the rest of the world and further fueling its global ambitions. By the turn of the 21st century, Dubai had successfully diversified its economy. Tourism, real estate, and financial services became central to its growth. Sheikh Rashid's vision of creating a modern, diversified economy had come to fruition, and Dubai emerged as one of the most influential cities in the Middle East, with a global reputation for luxury and innovation. In 1968, British Prime Minister Harold Wilson announced the withdrawal of British troops from areas east of Aden, leading to a political shift in the Gulf. The British had controlled foreign policy and defense for the Trucial States, including Dubai, under the exclusive agreement of 1892. In response to this decision, negotiations began among the rulers of the coastal Emirates, Qatar and Bahrain, to form a union to fill the political void left by the British departure. Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan of Abu Dhabi and Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum of Dubai first discussed the principle of union in February 1968. They aimed to include other Emirates, Qatar and Bahrain in the union. Over the next 2 years, various meetings were held, though tensions and disagreements were common. In 1969, Qatar and Bahrain left the talks, and by July 1971, 6 Emirates agreed to form a union. Dubai, along with 5 other Emirates, officially formed the United Arab Emirates on December 2, 1971. By 1972, Ras Al Khaimah joined the UAE after Iran annexed some disputed islands. In 1973, the Emirates, including Dubai, adopted the UAE dirham as their national currency, marking further economic integration. This coincided with Dubai's continued economic growth, fueled by oil revenues and its role as a trading hub. The establishment of the Jebel Ali port in 1979 and the creation of the Jebel Ali Free Zone, JAFZA, in 1985 further boosted Dubai's economic prospects, encouraging foreign investment and trade. Dubai faced challenges during the Gulf War in 1991 as the conflict negatively impacted trade and caused financial instability. However, Dubai quickly rebounded, benefiting from political and economic shifts in the region. By the late 1990s, the city became a haven for foreign trading communities, particularly from Kuwait and Bahrain. Dubai's strategic location also made it a refueling base for Allied forces during the 1991 Gulf War and the 2003 Iraq invasion. In the early 2000s, Dubai experienced rapid development, highlighted by projects like the construction of the Burj Khalifa, which became the world's tallest building in 2010. This period of growth was part of Dubai's broader strategy to focus on tourism, trade, and real estate development. The emirate continued to innovate, even unveiling the world's first functional 3D printed office building in 2016. Geographically, Dubai is located on the Persian Gulf coast and is surrounded by deserts, including the vast empty quarter. The landscape varies, with sandy deserts to the north and gravel deserts to the south. The city has no natural rivers, but Dubai Creek serves as a major waterway. The western Hajar Mountains rise on the outskirts of Dubai, creating a dramatic backdrop. Dubai's position within the Arabian Desert means that it is characterized by arid, hot conditions and limited natural resources. Dubai has a hot desert climate with sweltering summers and mild winters. During the summer, temperatures can soar above 40 degrees, 104 degrees, while winter months are more temperate, with lows around 14 degrees, 57 degrees. Rainfall is minimal but has been increasing slightly in recent years, reflecting broader climate trends. Dubai faces occasional flooding due to poor drainage, as demonstrated by record floods in 2024. Dubai's political system is an absolute monarchy, ruled by the Al Maktoum family since 1833. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum currently serves as the ruler of Dubai, as well as the Prime Minister and Vice President of the UAE. Dubai citizens vote for representatives in the Federal National Council, FNC, though the emirate maintains its separate judiciary and government systems, which oversee various sectors including security, economy, and immigration. Law enforcement and public services are managed by the Dubai municipality, established in 1954 by Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum. Today, the municipality is an autonomous body responsible for urban planning, public services, and city maintenance. The government has expanded to manage over 58 departments, ensuring the efficient functioning of both Dubai City and the wider emirate. Dubai Police, established in 1956, operates under the command of Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. The judicial system includes the Court of First Instance, the Court of Appeal, and the Court of Cassation, which is the highest court. While the sale and consumption of alcohol are legal for non-Muslims, it is regulated, and alcohol-related offences can lead to criminal charges, such as in a 2024 case involving an Irish woman. Despite strict alcohol regulations, Dubai remains one of the safest cities globally, with low violent crime rates and a significant reduction in crime in recent years, though drug-related offences have risen. Dubai's reputation as a safe city contrasts with its role as a hub for international money laundering and illicit financial activities. Several factors contribute to this, including lenient regulations, banking secrecy, and the lack of extradition treaties with many countries. Major crime syndicates, such as those from the Balkans and Belgium, have found Dubai to be an attractive location for laundering money and conducting illicit trade. A 2020 report from the Carnegie Endowment highlighted Dubai's role in facilitating global corruption, drawing increased scrutiny from international regulatory bodies like the Financial Action Task Force, FATF. The city has faced criticism for human rights violations, particularly concerning laborers, many of whom live in substandard conditions. Despite some governmental efforts to address labor issues, such as announcing unions for construction workers in 2006, violations persist. Foreign workers, lured by better pay, often face harsh conditions, including forced labor, and, for some women, involvement in the growing sex trade. The Dubai government has denied many allegations, and media reporting on these abuses remains heavily restricted. Freedom of speech in Dubai is limited, with defamation laws applying to both citizens and expatriates. Social media posts that are perceived as defamatory can result in large fines and jail time, as seen in the case of 3 Sri Lankan expats fined for Islamophobic posts in 2020. Human rights groups have also highlighted concerns over gender discrimination, with women facing challenges in seeking justice for domestic abuse or sexual violence. The case of Tori Towie, an Irish flight attendant, illustrates the difficulties women encounter when reporting abuse, leading to criminal charges against the victims themselves. Dubai's population has seen rapid growth, increasing from around 1,200 residents in 1822 to over 3.3 million in 2019. The city is a melting pot of cultures, with expatriates comprising 85% of the population, the majority of whom are Asian, particularly from India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Western expatriates, including a large British community, make up a smaller percentage. Arabic is the official language, but English is widely used, along with other languages like Hindi, Urdu, and Filipino, reflecting the city's diverse expatriate population. Islam is the official state religion, but Dubai is home to a range of religious communities, including Christians, Hindus, and Sikhs. While non-Muslims are allowed to practice their religion freely in designated places, Islamic law remains prevalent, particularly in family law matters for Muslims. The city has garnered praise for its relative religious tolerance, with Christian leaders, for example, noting that it is easier to practice Christianity in Dubai than in some Western countries. In 2020, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints announced plans to build a temple in Dubai, further reflecting the Emirates' openness to religious diversity. Dubai's economy, one of the fastest growing in the world, has diversified beyond oil. Today, the city's key economic sectors include real estate, trade, and financial services, with oil revenues contributing less than 5% of total income. Dubai's strategic location and free trade policies have made it a global hub for commerce, including its historic role in the gold trade. The Emirate has also become a significant player in international finance, hosting firms in IT, media, and finance within its numerous free zones. The Dubai Financial Market and Nasdaq Dubai further solidify the city's position as a major financial center. Dubai Police, established in 1956, operates under the command of Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and oversees law enforcement in the Emirate. The judicial system comprises the Court of First Instance, the Court of Appeal, and the Court of Cassation, which is the highest court. Alcohol consumption is legal for non-Muslims in licensed venues, but violations of alcohol regulations can lead to legal consequences, as seen in a 2024 case involving an Irish woman. Despite strict laws, Dubai is recognized as one of the safest cities in the world, with low crime rates and ongoing efforts to reduce criminal activity, though drug-related offenses have seen a rise. Dubai's image as a safe city contrasts with its reputation as a global center for money laundering and illicit financial activities. This reputation stems from its lenient regulations, banking secrecy, liberal visa policies, and the lack of extradition treaties. Major crime syndicates, including those from the Balkans and Belgium, have exploited these factors to launder money and engage in international criminal activities. A 2020 report by the Carnegie Endowment highlighted Dubai's role in facilitating global corruption, which has attracted increased scrutiny from organizations like the Financial Action Task Force, FATF. Human rights concerns in Dubai have centered on labor conditions, particularly for foreign workers who often live in substandard conditions. Despite efforts by the government to address these issues, such as announcing unions for construction workers in 2006, labor violations continue, with many workers facing harsh conditions, forced labor, and in some cases, involvement in human trafficking. The government denies these allegations, but restrictions on media reporting limit transparency. The documentary Slaves in Dubai exposed some of these issues, despite difficulties in filming due to government restrictions. Freedom of speech in Dubai is restricted, and defamation laws apply to both citizens and expatriates. Social media posts deemed defamatory can result in heavy fines and jail time, as demonstrated by the case of 3 Sri Lankan expats fined in 2020 for Islamophobic posts. Women, in particular, face challenges in seeking justice for domestic abuse and sexual violence, with victims often facing criminal charges themselves. The case of Tori Towie, an Irish flight attendant, highlights these issues, as she was charged with multiple offences after reporting domestic abuse. Dubai's population has experienced rapid growth, from around 1,200 people in 1822 to over 3.3 million in 2019. The city is highly diverse, with expatriates making up 85% of the population, primarily from Asia, especially India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. Western expatriates, including a large British community, form a smaller percentage. Arabic is the official language, but English and various other languages are widely spoken, reflecting the city's international population and cosmopolitan environment. Islam is the official state religion, but Dubai is home to a variety of religious communities, including Christians, Hindus, and Sikhs. Non-Muslims are allowed to practice their faith freely in designated places of worship, and Dubai has been praised for its religious tolerance. Christian leaders have remarked that practicing Christianity in Dubai is easier than in some Western countries. In 2020, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints announced plans to build a temple in Dubai, further exemplifying the Emirates' openness to religious diversity. Dubai's economy has grown rapidly, evolving beyond its reliance on oil, which now accounts for less than 5% of its revenue. The city's key economic sectors include real estate, trade, and financial services. Dubai's strategic location and free trade policies have made it a global commercial hub, particularly in sectors like gold trading, IT, and media. Its financial markets, including the Dubai Financial Market and Nasdaq Dubai, position the emirate as a significant player in international finance, attracting global investors and firms to its numerous free zones. Dubai Police, established in 1956 under the command of Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, is responsible for maintaining law and order in the emirate. The judicial system is structured with three main courts: the Court of First Instance, the Court of Appeal, and the Court of Cassation, which is the highest authority. Alcohol consumption is permitted for non-Muslims in licensed venues, but violations of alcohol regulations can lead to legal consequences, as demonstrated in a 2024 case involving an Irish woman. Despite strict laws, Dubai is considered one of the world's safest cities, with low crime rates, though drug-related offenses have increased. While Dubai is known for its safety, it also has a reputation as a global hub for money laundering and illicit financial activities. This is due to its lenient regulatory framework, banking secrecy, and liberal visa policies. Major criminal organizations, such as those from the Balkans and Belgium, have used Dubai for money laundering and illegal trade. A 2020 report by the Carnegie Endowment exposed Dubai's role in enabling global corruption, drawing scrutiny from international watchdogs like the Financial Action Task Force, FATF. Labor rights in Dubai remain a point of contention, particularly regarding foreign workers who often endure poor living conditions. Although the government has made some efforts to improve labor standards, such as the 2006 announcement of unions for construction workers, violations are still prevalent. Many workers face forced labor, exploitation, and involvement in human trafficking. Despite these accusations, the Dubai government has denied many claims, while media reporting on these issues is restricted. Freedom of speech in Dubai is heavily regulated, and defamation laws apply equally to citizens and expatriates. Social media posts deemed offensive or defamatory can result in significant fines and jail time, as seen in the 2020 case of 3 Sri Lankans fined for Islamophobic posts. Women also face legal and social challenges, especially in cases of domestic violence or sexual assault. The case of Tori Towie, an Irish flight attendant, underscored the legal difficulties women can encounter as she faced charges after reporting abuse. Dubai's population has grown rapidly over the years, increasing from 1,200 people in 1822 to over 3.3 million by 2019. Expatriates, primarily from Asia, make up 85% of the population, with a smaller percentage from Western countries like the UK. Although Arabic is the official language, English is widely spoken, along with languages such as Hindi, Urdu, and Filipino, reflecting the city's multicultural makeup and cosmopolitan environment. Islam is the official religion in Dubai, but the city is home to a variety of religious communities, including Christians, Hindus, and Sikhs. Non-Muslims are allowed to practice their faith freely in designated places of worship, and Dubai has been praised for its tolerance of religious diversity. In 2020, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints announced plans to build a temple in the city, further exemplifying Dubai's openness to different faiths and cultural inclusion. Dubai's economy has transformed dramatically, with oil revenues now contributing less than 5% of its total income. Key economic sectors include real estate, trade, and financial services. The city's free trade policies and strategic location have made it a global commercial hub, especially in areas like gold trading, IT, and media. Dubai's financial markets, including the Dubai Financial Market and Nasdaq Dubai, reinforce its role as a significant player in international finance, attracting investors and companies from around the world.